All right. Would like to also give you a quick update just from this week. Typically, I don't do this, but it's been kind of an interesting week, excuse me, where I've spent 2 days with Walmart. Today's topic is about Amazon. The last few Facebook Lives have been about Amazon. We need to have a Friday that we talk about Walmart, and I think next week needs to be that. I know the majority of you are more interested in Amazon than Walmart, but what's really interesting is what we're seeing happen on the Amazon side is also happening in mass retail. And I'll give you a quick kind of 60 seconds of what I'm seeing there. So this week, Amazon stopped placing purchase orders for brands that were low to mid-level. And that could mean, even a couple $1 million of a brand on Vendor Central. POs are gone. They are turned off. So if you're a Vendor Central seller on Amazon, you need to get your butt in Seller Central as fast as humanly possible. You need to get every single one of your ASINs that you have volume moving on over to Seller, recreate those listings, and do not lose volume. If you need help with this, raise your hand. There are people that will help you. My company can help you. There's other Amazon consultants that can help you. Don't let another day go by where you are not proactively being part of the solution, because if not, your business is going to dry up on Amazon. Amazon doesn't need Vendor Central clients anymore. There are so many brands right now on Seller Central, which is literally a hands-off method for Amazon to make bazillions of dollars. They don't need humans when robots can run this just fine, right? So if you're in that subset of, mid to low, and I don't even know how high this is going, where you have stopped seeing purchase orders, you need to immediately get on Seller. Now let's transition over to mass retail. I'm seeing the same thing with Walmart. So I had 2 different buyer meetings this week on Tuesday and Wednesday. The first one is the most interesting because it was in camping, and our buyer looked at my client and he said, dude, he didn't really say you're a peon, but basically implied that my client is a peon. He was like, look, dude, you're placed next to hundreds of millions of dollar plus to $1 billion brands that have been around for 100 years and more. They have massive followings. They have millions of followers. They are on every social media channel. They have hundreds and thousands of videos on YouTube. They've created almost this cult-like following. And I'll go into this conversation a little bit more next week when we talk about Walmart instead of Amazon. But basically, he said, unless you are in the cream of the crop top CPG company, you have to take massive, massive action in order to be relevant now to our shopper. So you're going to continue to see Walmart squeeze out mid to small brands because it's harder to stay relevant when you don't have a $1 million marketing spend, right? So if you haven't had your line reviews yet with your buyers and you are placed in Walmart, please be thinking about this in this conversation of what am I doing on social? A year ago, we sat in front of the same buyer and he was like, hey, what are you doing on social media? And he pulled up, okay, you got 200 YouTube followers and you've got 1,300 people following you on Instagram. That's nothing when you're on the shelf of Walmart. So increase those numbers. And a year later, it didn't happen. And now he's going to be kicked off the shelf, essentially. Second day went better. We'll talk more about that next Friday. Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about on the Amazon and Walmart front. Lots and lots of change. It's never been more important than ever to be super relevant on social, to be creating content, boosting that content, gathering your followers, gathering your tribe. One of the brands the buyer mentioned was Peloton, like the exercise equipment. We see tons of videos, tons of marketing, not videos, but tons of marketing on our TVs, even for Peloton. It's like this cult-like following of people that are like, I want to be fit and I want to have that in my house. And like they buy into this bigger movement. That's what we have to do as brands with our products as well.